welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I am a styling, skincare, hair care, self-care enthusiast. I don't have any training in anything. I just have people ask me questions sometimes on these different topics, and so I just wanted to make a YouTube channel to share what I know. So here I am. So today what I'm going to be doing is another styling video, and what I wanted to show everyone is how to style your favorite t-shirt so that it's like actually a style. Just sort of a disclaimer at the beginning here, like, your style is totally up to you. You don't have to really follow anybody's rules as long as like all of your kibbles and bits are covered. Like it's whatever. Okay, so this is just to get some ideas to help put different things together for yourself if you want them. Okay, and I think the great thing about styling a t-shirt is, number one, I think everybody has their favorite t-shirt that they have in their closet, and number two, I think all of these looks work on any body type no matter what that I'm going to show you guys. So I think those are two great reasons to kind of try and do something different with your favorite t-shirt, right? So some criteria for your favorite t-shirt, I think, because there's a difference between like the free t-shirt you got from that 5K you did 10 years ago, and like there's something about that t-shirt that's like really cool and like it could be more like fashiony, right? So I'm actually wearing my favorite t-shirt right now. I know, with these red shorts. This is one way to style it, right? I know these red shorts are a little ridiculous, but one of the things that you can do is, pair like a bright color with your t-shirt. So I'm a piano player. I know this is an organ, but I really like this shirt because of the graphic on it. Also, these hands are in an appropriate place because if they were a little higher, it would look kind of weird, right? Another thing about this t-shirt is that it's relatively thin, right? I like where it hits on my arm. I like where these shoulder seams hit. Okay, you can't really see because of the light, but so this is just a little bit further outside than where my shoulders actually are, but it's not that far. So that's something you should look at, is where the seams hit. And these sleeves, they don't like stick out. Some of those cheaper t-shirts that are thicker, the sleeves kind of stick out a little bit, and I think that makes it look like less cool, personally. This neck doesn't strangle me, which drives me nuts if these necks are too high. And then the other thing is, you can see where this hits. It hits about mid-hip. So I'm a little bit on the shorter side, but I have a long torso. So maybe if it hit like just a little higher, it might be better for proportions, but honestly, I like this length. I think this length is perfect for me. So I've had this t-shirt about, oh gosh, probably 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer, because I used to work for the Gap, and that's where this t-shirt's from, believe it or not. Gap did like a collaboration with some people, I don't know. And so this is actually a men's t-shirt. I'm a size 14 in the US, more or less, and I got a men's large in this t-shirt, and I think it fits me perfectly. I wear it every chance I get. It's my favorite shirt. The only problem is it's starting to get those holes at the waist that it gets if you wear t-shirts with pants with buttons too many times, but that's okay. So that's what I think constitutes a favorite t-shirt for me personally. So one thing that you can always do to jazz up any outfit is to add jewelry, and something that I usually do is I add a necklace. This necklace actually was given to me by my mother for my birthday. The charm is also, I think it was my grandfather's. So I wear this all the time, but there's another necklace she gave me. Just gonna snag it here. This is my favorite necklace. So I personally really like long necklaces that have one thing on the end, because they can really go well with things that have a pattern. And so because this shirt is a graphic shirt that has like a picture on it, and it's not like a full pattern all over the place, I actually feel like this necklace would be distracting to it. So I'm not going to pair this necklace with this t-shirt, but it could be an option for your t-shirt depending on what it looks like, right? Another thing about this t-shirt is that it's only in black and white. So I think some of the things I'm going to show today work best if the t-shirt is in what is it called? Not primary colors, neutral colors. So neutral colors are black, white, gray, denim, khaki can be considered a neutral, and just those general things that sort of blend into the background. So big colors, pink and purple and teal, and those are all really great things to have. I wouldn't call it like a neutral t-shirt. That's going to work best with the things that I'm going to show you today. And the kitten just jumped up here. Hello, Neko. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get to showing you all the different things that I have picked out for the t-shirt look here. So I'm going to turn this over here. Okay, so the first thing that you can do for a t-shirt, Neko, come on, man. Sorry, cat in the way. Okay, so the first thing that you can do to make a t-shirt more styled is you can add a cardigan to it. Neko. Sorry, he really likes to be the center of attention. All right, so it is a little hot today, and I do realize that I have these red bottoms on still. But if you put on a cardigan, I think it automatically elevates the look of a t-shirt, right? and it almost doesn't matter what color cardigan you have. So I have this pink cardigan here, so you can picture me wearing like dark jeans with this cardigan. So now I have 3 pieces. When I was working in retail, they always wanted you to make your outfit look like different and interesting. And I was actually the style captain for when I worked at the Loft, which is sort of irrelevant, but whatever. So people would sort of look to me to see how to style things. And so I actually don't even hate these colors together. So if you have a colored cardigan, doesn't matter what color it is, your darkest jeans and your favorite t-shirt, that's automatically going to elevate the look more than if you put like a hoodie over it. Or if you put like something more like schlubby, more comfy, because t-shirts often denote comfort, right? So even if you put something more comfy on top of it, I think this is going to look a little bit more put together, basically. 3 pieces, like an extra piece on top, is always going to look more put together than just the 2, honestly. So another cardigan that you can use. I love this cardigan. I know it doesn't look like much, it just looks like a blob right now, but just give me a second here. So this cardigan has what's called a dolman sleeve. So you see this like bat wing looking thing? And so it has a seam from here on the arm all the way up. It doesn't have an arm seam right here. So normally these types of cardigans I don't love because I have pretty broad shoulders, especially for a woman. And when you don't show where the shoulder ends on with a seam, when it's not sort of obvious visually, then you can actually appear wider sometimes. But for some reason, this cardigan is like, it's like magic. I don't understand it. So you can see that this is now, this is a neutral, right? With a neutral and a color. So we have 3 pieces. We're keeping color to 1 piece. You don't have to keep color to 1 piece, but it can, like if you're starting out with this, it can help. And so for some reason, like the way this flows, you see how the back of this like flows and stuff, and it covers my butt, which I like, especially with like shorts like this. It's just like, it lends this air of sophistication that's hard for me to put into words. And that's another thing about the things that I'm showing today. All of these things make me feel like really cool and sophisticated and fashionable. And it doesn't necessarily depend on what I actually look like. It's how it makes me feel. So this cardigan always makes me feel more put together. And so you might want something with more structure to make you feel more put together. You might want something in a different color or in a different shape. But I really like this dolman sleeve shape. Of course, black is a timeless color. This is just from H&M. This was super cheap. These shorts are actually from Walmart. I think they're pull-on shorts. And then, as I mentioned before, the t-shirt is from the Gap. So this outfit altogether, not including shoes, is like less than 50 bucks basically. So I think that's pretty good. And of course, Necco, once again, is taking center stage here. Okay. So now I'm going to show you some more bottoms. And basically, any of these bottoms I have here are going to work with this cardigan and with this top. Because mostly what I'm doing is I'm sticking to neutrals. If I'm not sticking to neutrals, I'm sticking to colors that I feel and patterns I feel are not pulling away from the actual t-shirt. So I'm going to see if I can put these pants on while still wearing these red shorts, and we'll see if that works. So these pants are paper bag top pants. That's what this, you see this like elastic here, and it's got this business right at the top. That's called a paper bag waist. And so these pants, they've been kind of coming in and out of popularity for a couple of years now. And I think they're pretty much still here. And so this is a good alternative to a pair of jeans. As you can see, they're really comfy. I can wear a whole other pair of pants below them. And so these have a nice cute little tie that goes with them too, which is pretty popular with paper bag waist. So, oh, he's gonna try to get the, sorry, all right. So now with this tie here, if you leave this untucked, it looks a little pajama-y, right? But the magic of tucking this in, and you don't even have to tuck in the whole thing. Like you can just tuck in the front and leave this like this, and all of a sudden it looks better, right? So I actually really enjoy wearing these pants with a much dressier top, because I feel like when you pair like something super casual with super dressy, it makes it much more interesting. But you can still wear it with a t-shirt. This still looks, I think, put together. Another sort of magical thing about putting outfits together is oftentimes your shoes are actually going to dictate how dressy people think the outfit is, right? So if I wore this with flip-flops, I think it would still look a little pajama-y, right? But if I pair it with these super cool metallic Kate Spade shoes, these are some of my more expensive shoes. I think these were like $75, but I love them so much. It's going to denote a dressier look to the entire outfit. Your shoes dictate how dressy people think your outfit is. And so you can see, now he's trying to jump on the lamp. I swear, Necco. All right. Anyway, So this nice light pink, this could also be considered a neutral. Honestly, I think this whole outfit basically is neutrals, if you can see it. So yeah, I really like these shoes. Another thing is that the point here is going to elongate your leg a little bit. It elongates the eyesight, so it makes your legs look longer, which makes you look taller, which can make you look thinner if that's the thing that you want to look, right? These pants are considered like ankle length pants, so like I can't wear them with heels, right? But I could wear them with the flats. So, come on, shoe. All right. Here we go, flat shoes, right? So they just come to the ankle, which can be a harder style to wear for someone my size, but I don't really care. I wear it like this and I'm good. So, all right, so the next pair of pants that I'm going to put on with this outfit are my absolute favorite pair of pants. I personally think that this is the most out there outfit I'm gonna show you all. So, I have these guys right here. Ha! So I lovingly call these my clown pants. I actually just wore these yesterday, like around, in life. My mother hates these pants, but what are you gonna do? I got these pants on sale from ASOS, A-S-O-S. ASOS is this huge online website. They're mostly based out of the UK, but they do ship to the United States. And you can kind of find anything you want there. You're gonna search for a long time, but you can find anything you want. So I really like their stuff. It's pretty cheap. Probably 80% of the time it actually works out where like I keep the garment and I really like it. So this is a quirkier option, right? Because we have a pattern that can be kind of busy. We have another pattern that can be kind of busy. But this is like a picture and this is color, right? So I really like this look. These are also super high-waisted. And so I can tuck this in again. So this look, as I mentioned, this is probably the most out there look that I'm going to suggest today while we're talking about this stuff. If you wanted to break this up, you could easily put like a black or a brown belt here. I think that would be pretty cool too. So this look definitely isn't for everybody, but I still think it goes. There's something about the stripes, the way that they're echoing in the stripes in the t-shirt, the fact that this is a neutral, the fact that this is a color. I just think it's really cool and I really like it, and I really like these clown pants. They're some of my favorite pants. So I just wanted to show that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show is just, it's a different color and a different shape, right? So I think I've shown this skirt before. I love this skirt. This is a high-low skirt that I got on sale at Anthropologie like years and years and years and years ago. And so it's going to be higher in the front and higher in the back and shorter in the front. And something to think about with clothes, like when you're trying to pick stuff out, if you want to pick something interesting, right? Because I always want my clothes to be interesting and different. And so if you want something that's interesting, you think about, I think it's 5 things. So color, pattern, texture, shine, and shape. So if your clothes have one of those interesting things in it, so the color is interesting, the pattern, the texture, if it's shiny, and if the shape is interesting, I think that's going to make for an interesting piece of clothing. It's not just a white t-shirt, right? Or it's not just a pair of jeans. So with this cardigan, I think the shape is the most interesting thing. This has sort of a texture to it. And so I like the proportion this makes, because this ends below my hips and this ends above my waist. I could even do this to more delineate my waist a little bit, because when you have a defined waistline, it makes it look like you really have longer legs usually. So just depending on where your waist is, when people can see that bisection, it can make you look taller, which can make you look thinner. So I just sort of turned this under. I think it just makes a better proportion. But once again, you can just do a half tuck, right? So the most interesting thing about this skirt, there's 2 interesting things, right? I like the color, and I like the shine, and I like the shape. Okay, that's 3 things. Sorry. So now you can see here, it's very flowy, right? I think this is a really fun, like late September, early October outfit. And so once again, the shoes can make it. I feel like with this skirt, basically it opens it up so that people are just gonna look at your feet, because like it's almost like a curtain right to your feet, right? So I have these really cute sandals. These are actually super easy to walk in, and I'm really shocked because usually a shoe with this shape here, I have kind of wider feet. These usually don't work for me. It just digs into the side of my feet too much. These fit perfectly. These are from BOC, which is Born of Comfort, I think. These are a size 11. So I'm usually a 9.5 wide, maybe a 9 wide, maybe a 10. Once in a while I have to go up to an 11. Once in a while I can actually go down to an 8.5. So these fit my wide feet really well. They still sell these. I've seen them in the stores since. So if you have wider feet, I would definitely suggest these. These are great. And the heel, honestly, like, it makes you walk differently. I feel like it makes me walk with more purpose, with more maturity, with more, you know, intent, with more style. And once again, it goes back to that, like, how you're feeling in your clothes thing, right? Okay, so another pair of shoes, by the way, that does that for me is these guys. So these are little booties. These are from Vionic. So Vionic is a really expensive brand, and the reason they're expensive is because of the support system they have in their shoes. These are meant for people that have problems with their feet. So Vionic actually has like their own stores that you can go to, but you can buy these in DSW. So these I got on sale, but even on sale, they were still like 80 bucks because normally a shoe like this from Vionic is going to be like $200. And these are also just a smidge big on me. These are actually an 11. I don't need an 11 in these shoes. I could probably do a 10, maybe a 10.5. But I wear thicker socks, and they're really comfy. They have a really nice arch support on the inside here. And they're made out of nice leather. I've had them a couple of years. They basically don't look like they have a scratch on them. So there are definitely some times where you pay a higher price and you get higher quality. So that's another thing with these t-shirts. Like, you'll see some thin t-shirts and it's, you know, it's an $80 t-shirt and you're like, what is this? It does not compute, right? But some of those t-shirts, not all of them, but some of them, they're the thin quality of it. It's going to remain really beautiful wash after wash. It's not going to get holes in it easily. It's going to drape really well. So I would try some of those things on and sort of evaluate the quality while it's on before you really judge that price on them, because they could really end up lasting you a long time. There's a dress that I have. It's basically like a bodycon maxi dress that does that. It was originally excuse me, it was originally like, I don't know, $120, and I got it for $40 because I wanted a nice black layering dress. I've now had it 10 years and it looks perfect, and it's still nice and thin. It's still really soft. It washes really well. It wears really well. So you kind of I'd say probably half the time, something that's going to be that expensive, it's expensive because of the quality of the craftsmanship that it has. Sometimes you're going to lose that bet. But honestly, more often than not, I've had good luck with it myself when I choose to purchase that type of thing. So I don't know why I love this like rust color so much, but I seem to have a lot of it. This is another sort of out there shape that not everybody's gonna like, but I think it might be interesting. I didn't actually try this on before I got on the call today. When am I at work? Before I got on this video for you all. So this might be a little too much, but that's okay. The reason I thought this would work is because the patterns to me are almost the same size. So this stripy pattern and these polka dots, I feel like they're not competing with each other, and they have a color in common. That can be another thing that you can use. So depending on the color of your shirt, if you pick a bottom that has that color in it, even if it's a pattern, it helps to pull everything together. So we have the white here, we have the white here. I don't know, I just thought these shapes would kind of go together, and I don't hate this. So you might hate it, and that's okay. But I don't hate this. I think this is actually kind of fun. So we have these big old palazzo pants, which I've actually worn in another video before. And we have our t-shirt at the top here. I think this is super fun. So if you're like, you know, your aesthetic is high school art teacher from, you know, 1975, this could be a really cool outfit for you. Once again, these pants are a little cropped at the bottom, so the shoes might be a bit of an issue, but if you wear dressy or flat shoes, not sneakers, I think it'll denote something dressier. So I'm probably going to end up wearing this t-shirt. Like, I'm thinking about, I have a trip coming up to Italy, fingers crossed, where my cousin's getting married, and, you know, I can actually go. And I'm going to end up wearing this t-shirt with a pair of jeans and these Vionic booties, along with this cardigan. And I'm going to feel really cool. The whole thing is going to be a neutral palette, but it's going to be easy for me to walk in. I think it feels like easily sophisticated. It's a way to wear my favorite t-shirt that really makes me feel good. The last thing I wanted to show is a couple of patterns that I didn't think would work with this outfit, and I'm going to tell you why. So these are actually both on the same hanger in my closet. That's okay. So this skirt right here, I do realize that it has the white in the skirt, right, with the white here in the in the print. This is an A-line skirt. These are both A-line skirts actually. This has pockets too, so you can, this is actually the side of the skirt. Maybe it'll be, here, I'll take it off the hanger. All right. So this is a skirt I got on sale from ModCloth. And so I think the stripes in this are competing with the stripes in this. This is a much higher like frequency of stripe, and like it's much more sort of in your face. Even these patterns I feel like are more muted, the colors are more muted than this situation here. So this skirt, I only ever wear this with black or with white, like just straight up basic colors, because I don't want anything to detract from the skirt. I feel like the other two patterns that I put with it, the teal, the clown pants, okay, they were a bit of a distraction. But the polka dots, I feel like they weren't that much of a distraction, honestly. It could just be me, it could just be my brain, this is what I like, but I feel like it goes, right? This is a little too much, in my opinion, so that's why I wouldn't pair these together. And then finally, I love this skirt. This is also from ModCloth. You can see there's actually, it's cats and books, right? So these are my two favorite things, cats and books. And so this pattern, even though it's more muted, I think it's gonna really distract from the t-shirt. The two things they don't go together, right? So things don't have to match, but they have to go. And once again, I think the frequency of this is wrong. So I hope this has helped somebody sort of open up what they think they can do with their favorite t-shirt, because I think you can pair it with a lot more stuff than you realize in your closet. Even if you don't want to take a big step out of your comfort zone, wear your favorite t-shirt with your favorite pair of jeans, an elevated pair of shoes, so like not sneakers, you know, a nicer pair of sandals, a little high heel if you're that kind of person, and put a third piece on, because I think that'll really help. Any kind of cardigan you feel good in, especially if the t-shirt's a neutral, and I think that'll be a really great way to elevate your style. So I really hope this helps somebody today. If there's any questions I can answer for you, please put them down in the comments below. And I hope you have a super awesome rest of your day. Thanks so much.